Hello and welcome to the Be Prepared podcast. My name is Z Gaming, and today I am with my good friend Gio. Gio is back.
Brother, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, brother. Let's go. Today we are going to be talking about week 3, set champs coming up, and how to get you prepared for it. And we have a special announcement today. Our good friend J Gilley just had a baby.
Welcome to fatherhood. Welcome to fatherhood, brother. It is wonderful.
Big
Cannot
congrats,
recommend
dude.
it higher.
Yeah, truly. So today we have a lot to talk about because Gio, let's be real. You were gone last week. We had a nice, quiet,
Yeah, y'all are two nice guys on the podcast. Y'all are like, we don't want any crash outs, no anger. We're just gonna get the only person on earth nicer than Corwin to fill in.
True.
And that's fine. That's completely fine.
Okay.
I love Larry. Larry's my guy. I will ride or die for the Iceman. But the crash outs, the rage induced shit, we are back. We are so back.
Yeah. We are back to our usual program. Anyway.
So let's take a look at some matchups for week 3, shall we?
Oh, he's so right. He's like cracking the knuckles.
Brother, I'm so ready. I missed the podcast last week. All right, we have got
we missed you.
We've got the spooky sites taking on Let's Get Dangerous. Taking it down. We had Prodigy on Blurple taking down Matt. Visionary. Can we just choose to exclude Justin from every conversation going forward on the Be Prepared podcast? I'm completely fine with that if that's what we want to do. We had Justin on Toys taking down Tiffany on, I'm just going to assume Toys. It was either Toys or it was Dogs. It was one of the two.
One of the two.
One of the two. Kite probably on Sid's Toys taking down Green Purple with the big dog. Man, loves him some Green Purple.
Yup.
And then Cam on Blurple taking down another Sid's Toy deck with Davey. Well done to Matt and the spooky sites taking that one down.
Kind of surprised to see Cam on Blurple.
I'm just gonna assume that Sam decided to play Blurple this week, and
there it is. I already see it. Yep.
Hey, look! Would you look at that? Sam was on Blurple. I was making a joke, but nope. Turns out it was rooted in fact. Yep. We have got the Space Goose taking down. All right, last week you were strange but moderately special. Then you lost, which means you get bumped back down, I think, to strange but not very special. I think that's how that works. Gosh.
Well, no, it was strange but not special. So now you downgraded them twice?
They were strange but not special. Then they were strange but moderately special.
Right, but now you just said strange but not very special. That seems like worse than strange but not special.
Well, they lost to the team that has 2 captains. You can't lose to the collusion team, so you deserve to get bumped down 2 spots. Fuck the Space Goose. We got Jacob taking down Sal with Ember.
We're so back, guys.
JD taking down Dominic on Purple Steel. Chris again with the condiment deck. I'm just gonna fucking call it the condiment deck. Fuck Sid's Toys. On the condiment deck, taking out Camelam on Baja. We've got Logan on Baja as well, taking down Gilly. Man, the man just had a kid. You gonna take this? You can take the new father.
Listen, the law chopped that up to him. He literally had a kid like the day after.
The man had a kid. Shame on you. Then we had Sam on Blurple taking out All Star, also on Green Yellow. Well done to the collusion team, the Space Goose. I've got to find a better name for that. I'll workshop it. I'll workshop it. Then we've got the top deck T-Pose taking down the Quality Quacks.
Oof.
Joker did take it down with Sid's Toys. That man, Josh, is really enjoying this deck. He's having a lot of fun with taking down Red Lord. That is no small feat. Very well done this week for Josh. Unfortunately, Josh, the rest of your team fucking let you down. Now you know how I felt watching you all of last season.
Oh my god!
Hey. Shots fired,
Oh my
bitch.
god! Brother!
I've got to make up for lost time. I missed a week.
Man, he's going like heavy-handed here.
We have got the no longer substitute Soul Reaper H unit on red purple, bitch. Taking Ben down on the greatest color combo in the history of Disney Lorcana. We got John on Baja taking down Red Steel. I haven't seen that name in ages. Somebody playing Red Steel. Shout out Penguin Monkey. That was brave. Then Ink Howler on Yurple, our first Yurple deck of the week.
Wait, did you just call him Penguin Monkey?
A Penguin Monk. I saw the 0 as an E. I thought it said Penguin Monkey.
I thought you were just throwing another dig in. I was like, dang,
no,
bro,
I don't.
crazy.
I only shit talk people that I know. I don't know Penguin Monkey. And then Ink Howler on Yurple taking down Ryan on Blue Steel. Blue Steel's not a real deck. Let this be a lesson to you. That deck is a meme unless your name is fucking unless your name is Cheeto, you're like the deck is not real. It just doesn't exist. Okay. Then we have got look what we have here.
Oh boy.
Putting the Lost in Lorcana Lost chapters. Corwin, what team beat LLC this week? The reigning, the defending champions. Who beat them this week?
I see a certain club on there.
It was motherfucking Lore Club. Taking that shit down. Tread Wheezy on Blurple. Iceman on Blurple. Taking down the 1 and 2 seeds. We're not going to talk about me and Ian. Here's the deal. While I'm throwing shade all fucking night long, I understand Ian is a significantly better player than me. I know he likes to play control. So I said, all right, fuck it. I'll just play the fast deck and pray that I'll win the die rolling and just go off. Didn't happen. I was close, but it didn't quite happen. Well done, Ian, being one of the 2 lone winners from your bum-ass squad this week. Then also Doucho on the same deck, taking Megan's Yurple down. And then the winding solidified by my main bitch, Becca, on Toys, taking the 5 seed slot win to lock it up for Lore Club. The first rule of Lore Club is fuck the Lorcana Lost chapter.
Oh my gosh, brother. Yeah, guys, we're back to our usual programming.
I'm so back.
We're back to our PG-13 programming.
To be real, well fought, Chad and the LLC. I cannot wait to see you again in the playoffs.
True.
Because I know you're going to fucking be there. It's going to happen.
All right. So
that was week 3
from this.
Any highlights? Becca on Toys taking Adam down. I'm going to highlight Becca every chance I get. Fair. Josh winning the Sid's Toy Mirror against Jaden, who is a very, very competent player.
Yes.
Let's see. Any more? Let's see. I'm gonna highlight Tiffany for having to play against that bum ass Visionary Storm. Nobody wants to waste their time on that.
Every time. Vision.
Every time. Fuck you, Justin.
You're doing great, bud. To be able to beat Tiffany, that's some props, dude.
It is. It is absolutely no small feat.
No small feat whatsoever.
All right. Moving on from the UTL for a second. We have got set championships coming up next weekend. I know it feels like Wilds and On just released, but with the release schedule bumped up, we have got set championships already coming up. Actually, I misspoke. It's not next weekend. It's this weekend.
Yeah. Actually, before we get there, let's go to the metadata for why we picked the deck list that we're going to talk about real quick.
We're going to look at some deck lists going into set champs, but we want to take a look at the local meta because this is the best we can look at the meta locally. This is throughout 3 weeks, the meta share for the UTL. So we've got a lot of local players, the more competitive leaning local players. This is what they've been playing for the league. So you can kind of get a sense of what set champ meta may look like for Eastern North Carolina.
I'm going to make a little caveat real quick. So some people might be thinking, oh, well, some of the most competitive players are focused on Affinity. So they're not playing. So we don't have the strongest players or whatever playing core for set champs. Well, a lot of those players are also not currently playing in the league. So we can kind of cancel that out. Speaking
as a hyper competitive player who is going to Indy, that Woody promo looks fire, and I want as many of them as I can get my hands on.
Yeah. So
playable set champ promos will always drive people to tournaments.
True, and this one's very playable.
Speaking of,
so I will say this, so like because of all the weird like stuff going on with Infinity and Core, kind of clashing would be the wrong word, I think, but they are kind of conflicting in scheduling, right? Because
I personally think clashing is a good way to put it.
Okay, fair. All right, yeah, but they are kind of clashing, so you're gonna have a little bit less maybe strong competitive players playing in set champs just because they're so focused on the DLCs.
Yeah. But it also means when you get those hyper competitive players going to them, they're going to less. So when they're going, they're locking in.
Yeah. So be ready for some of this here because they know how to play these.
So highest win rate is tied between 3. I'm going to go and say Ruby Amethyst doesn't count because the sample size is so low. It breaks my heart to say it.
Yeah. But we're going to kind of pull that one back. We're going to
kind of ignore that a bit. You've got Blurple, it's the most played in the UTL this season. It's got the tied for the highest win rate. It does have the most
with that many games under it.
Blurple is so good. It's so consistent. Running the high ward package, the deck is just so good right now.
Yep.
And kind of same thing for Baja. Like blue is just a good color, having access to all the ramp. And then Emerald getting to pair with it to do some truly heinous shit.
Like some serious war crimes on Lorcana. Truly.
Baja is mean.
It really is.
And then the next highest being Yurple. Like this deck is just really good into other purple decks, which you see pop up a lot. Which is
very popular here, clearly.
For competitive players, purple is like kind of the strongest color. All the competitive players have play sets of everything, so we've got access to all the purple shit. So if we decide to bring purple, Yurple is just a really good call for it. I think it's a pretty safe pick for set champs. And then the next one up, kind of the last one with a good win rate is Amber Steel, but I personally don't really think Amber Steel is super strong right now.
Not with the Blurple list being so strong with all the ward characters. Amber Steel has historically struggled against Blurple.
Yeah, I think if you want to run Amber Steel at a set champ, you have to go hyper aggro. And I think there's just better ways to do hyper aggro in the format.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that later. But
any points you'd like to make on the meta? Because then I've got some stuff I'd like to talk about.
We could talk about. Let's just talk about one color combo real quick. Amber Ruby.
I don't want to. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Actually, 2. Emerald Amber and Amber Ruby. So kind of like how we ignored Ruby Amethyst because of the high win rate percentage, but it had low numbers.
Yeah,
we're gonna kind of address the inverse here is Amber Emerald, where it has a low win rate. It's one really of the best deck in the format.
It's one of the hardest decks to pick up and pilot.
Yes,
the people that are going to do well with it have been playing it for multiple sets, including that cheater Paul.
Oh,
but wow, when the deck does what it's supposed to, it's one of the strongest decks in the history of the game.
All right, listen, as team owner, I'm going to say this. Paul is no cheater, but man, he is degenerate with Amber cards. Anyway.
I'm just saying co-captain shouldn't be allowed to exist. All I'm saying is
okay.
Paul enacts policy changes because he's on some bullshit. That's all I'm saying. But yes, Amber Emerald, you're gonna see it at set champs. It's the most powerful deck in the format,
and you're gonna see a top cut.
People are going to play it. It's gonna make up at least half of all the top cuts you go to. So know how to play against it,
and they're gonna be really, really high up there.
Know how to play against it.
Yep. Now the other deck is Amber Ruby. The only reason why I want to talk about this real quick is that there are like 3 ways to play this deck. There's the toys, which we will be covering.
Is really good.
There is Boosties.
The John Kite special.
Like Webby's Diary.
The Condiment King. The Condiment deck.
The Condiment King.
Shout out, John.
And then there is like another one that is like kind of like Olaf and Maui Shark centric.
That's red yellow?
Yes.
That really feels like red blue to me.
There's 2, yeah. So there's a red blue one and a red yellow one. It's really the only red blue deck that exists outside of like crazy Jank Master. Shout out to Jank Master, Chris. Shenanigans. But everyone else is doing Maui Shark Olaf stuff with red blue. But there are like red yellow lists that run like Aerial Spectral Singer and Olaf stuff.
I just think there's better ways to run that color combo. You're either running Sid's toys,
I agree, but you're
on the Kite special.
I've seen so many red yellow lists, so I just felt like I had to at least mention it. Like, hey, listen, we're gonna cover one of them, but there's like 3 of them, or
that's fair enough. Very quickly before we get into, we've got 6 deck lists. 4 set champs to kind of highlight if you're not sure what to play, if you're newer to the game. You're looking for some ideas. I am not saying this is the list you should run. I'm just saying, hey, here's a good starting point for these color combos.
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about this last week because, shout out to Genkenstein for asking the question. Hey, how do I run like tech cards and stuff in my deck list and when to do it?
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that already for like an hour and a half. So take that into application with the deck list we're about to show you, because what we're going to show you is like mostly like the stock lists.
Yeah. But before we kind of talk about the actual lists, if you are a newer player going to your first set champs, I know Pixar has brought a lot of new players in. Just want to kind of touch on some stuff from my personal experience as a tournament organizer, as a competitive player who's been competing pretty much since competitive Lorcana has been a thing. I just want to kind of highlight kind of like a what to expect type thing.
Another shout out for community questions.
Yeah. If you're going to your first set champ this season, what can you expect? First and foremost, especially if you're in our area in Eastern North Carolina, you're going to get a very welcoming community. Everyone wants to see everyone else get better. People are going to be very good at answering questions. Do keep in mind it's a competitive event, so they're not going to like guide you through what you're doing, but ultimately it's going to be a very open like scenario.
It is different from leagues.
Yeah, this is different from league. It is a competitive setting. But like if you've got questions, ask them, and people are going to be more than happy to help you. The first thing for new competitive players that you might not be ready for, it's a long day. Like if you're going to an event that's got like, let's just say 9 to 16, because that's the most common number. You're looking at 4 rounds of Swiss, and then if you do well, then a cut in the top 4. And if it goes above 17, then you're looking at 5 rounds and a cut in the top 8. So you're there for probably a maximum of like 8 rounds. That's a DLC day. So like it's your full day. Be well rested, be hydrated. Yep. Make sure you eat something before you go, because it's a lot of these stores don't start until 12 or 1 o'clock. So if it's a large event, you're looking at running until like 9:30, 10.
Let me use myself as an example for this. So, like, for example, me, first thing I do, I get up early, make sure everything's packed. Like, I got my deck list, I got my little boogie board, I got extra sleeves on me in case I need to switch out sleeves during the tournament, because, all your sleeves have to be, good, not messed up, not curled up or, splitting. So make sure you got extra sleeves on you. I keep that ready. I have my deck, dice, all that good stuff. Then what I usually do is make sure I got a big water bottle with me. I always pack that. And I usually, the day before, will go to the grocery store and get like protein bars or something and pack those too. These are just what I do. I usually gas up my car before, so I don't have to worry about the day of. And then I go get myself coffee on the way to the store I'm going to the play. Like,
unless you're playing at the Gilded Dragon, in which case we already have coffee there.
True, and it's really good. I actually highly suggest their namesake coffee. That's my favorite. Yeah, anyway,
speaking of which, I'm gonna whore out my shop real quick. Our set champs is June 13th. Not the first weekend. It is the second Saturday. We wanted to get set champs in before DLC Indy because I'm going to be there, so I can't judge while I'm not there.
Yeah,
and we start at 10 a.m., which means we're done at a reasonable time.
Yeah, so that's another thing. Take time into account with the whole expectations. Like, me personally, I prefer Gilded Dragons set champs because they do start earlier. They start at 10, so I can kind of get out at a reasonable time, right around dinner time, which is great because I usually go have dinner and drinks with this guy up here. Always a fun time. But that's something to keep it to account, because if you have like a set champs that starts at like 1, God forbid, like 2, and it goes like to 5 rounds in like top 8, brother,
you're there all night.
Late. You're gonna be there very late, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I just want to use myself as an example because I have like a routine. Something I would recommend personally is to build a routine if you're planning to go to tournaments often.
Yeah.
So that way then you are ready, you have everything, and you're prepared for a long day of playing Lorcana.
Yeah. And just like very quickly before we move on, I've just got kind of, whether you're a newly competitive player or you have been playing a while, just kind of 3 bits of advice from my own personal experience. First and foremost, have fun. Like that's why you play the game. I know like it's used a lot to kind of, in my experience, to kind of mock Lorcana players, but like at the end of the day, we're playing a card game with Disney princesses on them. Like you're there to have fun. Like that's why you play it. So have fun first and foremost. If it is your first tournament, or you're kind of inexperienced with events, take your time with your deck, not to the point of stalling because you are playing against the clock, but like don't rush through what you're doing. Just because you're playing against the clock for the first time, you do have time to think about what you're doing. And also, any question you have, if you're in doubt of a ruling, please call a judge.
Yes. Set
championships are required to have judges there. The quality of which is going to vary store to store. It just kind of depends on who the stores can get. But every set champ is required to have a judge. If you have a question, please call them. Do not go through your event and then get home and say, damn, I really think, this didn't go the way I thought it should have, or I think that, that card ruling would have gone a different way. Please call us. That's why we're there.
Yep.
I skip out on set champs at my local store because I'm judging it. Like, I want to make sure that people are in a situation where they can call a judge and the judge knows halfway what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, when needed, I do the same. Like, I offer myself as a lore guide for stores when needed. I like to play, obviously, but I'd rather make sure, as someone that really cares about the Lorcana community here in North Carolina, that people have, like you said, Gio, like a quality judge that will make sure that things run smoothly and they can trust that, okay, this guy has played the game for a long time. He knows what he's talking about. He's read the rules. I can trust a ruling from this person that's looking out for the community. Mm-hmm. Geo is the same, by the way. Yeah. This guy 100%. Is actually better than I am. He's better than I am by a long shot.
I try to run my events at the highest quality possible.
He does.
Because it's something I care very much about. Because I've been to poorly run events, and I don't ever want somebody to leave my shop going, man, that sucked. The guy had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I never want that to happen. So
I feel upset for players that quote unquote have been like cheated, like not always necessarily like cheated, like breaking the rules, but like, they should have called a judge, but they didn't know they should have, or they just didn't for whatever reason. Like I've been there, where I've heard like, I remember I went to DLC Richmond and there was like a set champs happening. And someone didn't call a judge. And I heard about it from them afterwards. I was like, why didn't you call a judge? Like, why? Because you know what would have happened? Know what's crazy? That person would have won.
Yeah.
They would have won. Yep. That's crazy. But I've never want that to happen to any of my friends in this community.
Never be afraid to call a judge, because absolute worst case scenario, if you've got somebody who doesn't know as much, they can look the ruling up. There are resources. For those of you out there who are judging set champs at your local stores, there are groups for lore guides to ask rules questions. The most easily attainable one is the official Disney Lorcana Discord channel, has a judge rulings section. If you have something that comes up during a set champs and you don't know how it's supposed to go, and the rule book doesn't clearly define it, go in that channel and ask. And they're pretty damn about getting back. I have done that before. So, but yeah, don't be afraid to call judges if you have any kind of questions.
We're not power tripping. We're customer service, really.
I have had so many situations where I've got like 99% of the judge calls I've had is, this is probably a stupid question, but is this how this works? They're almost always correct in how it works. They just want to double check. And it gives you peace of mind to get that assurance from your judges. Truly. That's the biggest thing I want to harp on is, one, have fun, and two, if you got a question, please ask. That's what the staff is there for.
Shameless plug for a second. If you haven't listened to our podcast before, we have talked about a lot of these topics before in depth. So maybe check a couple of like our previous episodes. We might even like throw in the description down below to like kind of help players that are new find those topics and be like, oh, okay, they talked about time, they talked about calling judges, things like that, because we've talked about this before, and these are also important for the expectations of going to a tournament. You should you're expected to call a judge when you need to, understand how the time limits run, you need to know why we have time limits, and then of course all the preparation stuff involved. But again, like Gio mentioned, have fun. Just have fun. Don't let the pressure get to you.
Yeah. Moving on. If you don't know what to play, we've got some options for you. First of all, because it's going to be the quickest one. Hey, look, it's Blurple.
Golly, it's almost like we talked about this last week with the Blurple Master. So
like my notes for Blurple, I had like a little quick note for all the decks we're looking at. Blurple was, it's Blurple. Ward be powerful, yo. You're able to ramp and go into your Iagos and your Dumbos and your Merryweathers and your Scuttles.
Yep.
Deck be good.
And if you want to know about this deck list,
ask Larry.
A whole video about it.
Yeah.
And you could literally just talk to Larry.
Look at the last.
But we have a whole video for it.
And that's it, man. Blurple is just really fucking good. You go ramp early into your big shit late, and Scuttle and Merryweather say, "Come get me."
It's crazy that all these Blurple, purple cards are better when you get to play them a turn earlier.
It's insane. But I really feel like that's just enough talk about Blurple. We've known this deck was good been playing this for 3 sets.
Since before rotation.
Moving on, we have got Yurple, a deck that kind of got prominence because its matchup into other purple decks, Blurple included.
Yeah. Actually, it was kind of built to beat Blurple.
Yeah.
Honestly.
This deck was already good last set, and then they're like, what? You want a door and siege tower? I mean, Dale, here you go. Here's a really good piece for there. Here's a really good piece for your Yurple decks. What's that? Your Christopher Robbins challenge for 3. Your Genie swing for 4. Your Elsa swings for 5.
Those wisps.
Your wisps are 3/3s. Your Mims are 7/7.
Wait a minute. Is Madam Mim Elephant a 4-mana 7/7? That's for the Hearthstone players out there.
It is a 4-mana 7/7. I do personally think Dale is slightly overrated. Anyway. However, Dale makes Yurple very, very good.
Yes. I would say this is the one occasion where it's not overrated.
A lot like Blurple gets to play their shit a turn early because of the sale and the TPO. You're getting to play your characters early thanks to Grandmother Willow.
Yep.
So you drop Willow on 2, then you swing Dale on 3, and now your 1-drop Will-O-Wisp is a 3/3. And if they kill it, damn, it goes back to your hand and you can play it again.
Or ink it.
And the most important thing in the deck is Raging Storm. If your opponent's board gets too out of control, you can say, you know what? Your board be dead. I love board wipes. Like Magic, Lorcana, I don't care. I love some board wipes. Raging Storm says banish all characters. I don't care that it's in yellow, my least favorite color combo ever, or my least favorite color ever. It says kill all characters. I'm here for it. You also get Ohana's Family, which is just a newer version of Rapunzel, so you've got to play around it. It's like stupid card draw. You've got the Horseman Strikes, which says, hey, all those really good evasive purple cards, nope, they're dead now, and I draw a card.
And something to really note too is library with this board wipe.
Yeah, 100%.
That's really, really important.
If you can go Raging Storm and then library, you're probably winning.
Probably, yeah.
But if your LGS that you go to plays a lot of purple, this is probably your best answer.
Probably, yeah. I would say this is something also, if you are a purple deck, you need to watch out for. Because
if you play purple, watch out for this shit.
It.
And then I classify this as kind of mid-range, I think.
This to me is a control list.
You think it's control?
This is hard. Like I would almost consider Blurple a mid-range list before this one.
But see, when I think
this is a slower build because it has like hard reset buttons and everything.
Watch the seamless transition. If you say this is control, when I think control, I think Baja Blast, which is one of the coolest color combos in Lorcana. When I think control decks, this is the one I think about. Baja Blast. This has like been the secondary deck of Treadwell the entire time he's played the game. He's too much of a coward to bring it to a set champ, and he always should bring something else. But he's always got Been to My Cow on the back burner, ready to bring it and fuck people's days up.
True. Honestly, his words too.
Clarabelle seems like an unassuming 1-drop. Oh, you're shifting her onto the big one. There's a lot of items in the format right now that Clarabelle just says, yeah, go fuck yourself. And totally shits on. You've got the little PP and big PP combo. No MMS in this deck, which I think is just wrong. I think if you're playing the PP combo, you're playing the full combo. But this is just a good place to start.
Honestly, that's my mistake.
I know Milo has been popping up a lot in this set. Ward is a very good keyword, turns out. And if you put Ward on a 5/5/3 quester, it's really fucking dumb.
Okay, I'm gonna make this note because you did bring that up and I did not realize it. MMS is really, really good. You probably should be playing it in green blue. Yeah,
if you're gonna play this deck, if you're gonna play little PP and big PP, and that's all I will call them. They're big PP and little PP. If you're gonna play that combo, you play MMS.
Yeah, that's my bad. Obviously, you can see my name on this. My bad.
Corwin didn't trust me to put the set champ decks together. So he's like, I'm going to put the Baja one together myself. I'm fine. Corin, where's MMS?
Whatever. I had this put together like 2 minutes before the video started.
And you forgot the most important part of the fucking combo. Big PP was unplayable before MMS. Yeah. But it's fine. Yeah. It's fine. John Silver is ridiculously powerful. Milo Thatch is a very good new addition. Bend to My Will says, hey, all those purple decks that draw cards, go fuck yourself. Cards in hand, 0. In the words of Tread Wheezy himself.
If I were going to make a quick change, I would probably cut the Milos for the MMS. If I want like all the board wipes, I would maybe cut. I
would cut 1 Under the Sea, 1 Bend to My Will, 2 Milo for 4 MMS. And run 1 Bend, 2.
Yeah. There we go.
2 UTS, 1 Bend, and 1 Milo. Because unless you're a person who shall not be named, you don't run more than 1 Bend to My Will. And if you're going to run more than 1 Bend to My Will, tell your testing partners. Don't lie to your testing partners is what I'm trying to say. Because that's fucked up. But yeah, if you are a control player and you like playing control decks, this is the deck for you. You get to avoid the really expensive purple cards because I know Amethyst can kind of price people out of the game. None of the stuff in this deck is expensive. Like I think Cinderella is the most expensive card in the deck.
I was about to say that's probably the most expensive card.
It's either Cindy or Clarabelle, but Clarabelle's come down so much. Price. But yeah, if you've been playing a while and you're looking to give Baja Control one last send off outside of no MMS, this is a good place to start. Also, if you've been playing a while and you're trying to give a deck one last send off before rotation, have we got a deck for you? It's Dog.
Brother.
This is the Bo special. I know he's not really playing as much right now, but when I think Dogs, I think Bo because he played that deck before everyone. The second Tramp got announced, Bo's like, guys, I think this is something. And damn it if he wasn't right.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the best deck in the format.
The world is gone.
This shit right here is why I'm not playing Core Constructed this format. Because this deck was already good, and they said, man, we're just going to give you all these tools. Although this deck's only playing... I don't think it's playing any new stuff, right? The Mickey was Mickey also... Mouse. Is Mickey in Wilds, or was that Whispers?
This Mickey is in Wilds.
Okay.
The Amber Champion, which is another card I forgot to include here.
So the only new card in this deck is Mickey, but damn it if that card doesn't really make a fucking difference.
And I'm gonna say this too, this deck list can change quite a bit. I would honestly, if I took more than like 2 minutes to have this built before the video started, I would probably be fitting in some Amber Champions because having that line of having a turn 4 Under the Sea is so good, and also just protecting your Amber characters.
You can turn 3 Under the Sea with this deck. Why do you need turn 4?
That is true.
But yeah, this is
more ways of doing turn 4.
This deck is broken. If you were just looking to play the best deck, like grind games all week on probably this list, like start with this list. And if you want to make changes, this deck is really fucking good. Tramp is probably the best card that's ever been printed. Give it a final send-off. And that's really all that needs to be said. It's an aggro deck that has control tools with Dellas, with Mickey, with Under the Sea.
It literally gets to do everything.
This deck does everything.
It literally does everything. It's so broken. But I will say this is also extremely punishing. If you don't know what you're doing, you've never played this deck before,
yeah, it's not a deck. It's not a deck to pick up with like 2 days of prep, unless you're just like built different. But you're probably not. Let's be real. Unless you're like among the elite players, you're not picking this deck up in a week. But it is a very good deck, so know how to play against it.
But if you start practicing now, ideally
by the end of set champ season, you're going to know how to play the lines.
And also, you can just take this over to infinity.
Yep.
Because it's also broken there.
Please don't. Infinity doesn't need any more of you degenerate dog players. But going to kind of the opposite end with the same colors, if you are newer, if you started with Wilds Unknown, say, hey, damn, I really like Pixar. That's my shit. 'Cause I know some people out there. Steven, I'm looking at you. I know you started playing as a Toy Story. We've got 2 decks to show you that are almost completely rotation proof, if not completely rotation proof. We're going to start with the toy box.
Completely rotation proof.
This one is completely rotation proof, guys. It plays very similar to the dog list, but it's a little bit lower to the ground. It still gets its control tools with Under the Sea and Della's, except now it's got that bitch Jessie.
Let me say something, because I've been playing this a lot. Oh my gosh, this deck is so much fun to play. I probably maining this.
I played
the next rotation.
I played against the captain of Strange But Not Special with like something almost identical to this. It might have been the identical list, and I got like 5 or 6. Actually, I think it was closer to 6 or 7. Jessie triggers in one turn. It just said, "I'm not going to Under the Sea, but all your shit has 0 strength, and you just can't touch me."
Yeah, I've done that.
If you're like going intro to control, if you're brand new into the game, if you're trying to survive rotation, this is a very good way to do it. There are going to be set champs 1 with this exact 60 or something very close to it.
Yeah. I'm personally not on this exact build, but I'm pretty close to it. I think a Coob Angel stuff's actually pretty dope. I might have to try that out a little bit. But yeah, honestly, just to give you like a quick crash course of this, Woody into Bullseye singing "You've Got a Friend of Me" on turn 3 is probably one of the most powerful things you could be doing in this game right now.
But also, if you lose the dice roll and go second, Angel turn 2 a Cood and play Jessie on turn 2 is also fucking nuts.
Yeah, like honestly, that's why I'm saying like this is actually a pretty cool list.
This deck is good. Like this deck's very good.
Like this I might honestly like any green yellow toy deck you're building is probably gonna
well. Jessie be cracked yet. All right, we have got,
and which is really nice is that this is pretty starter friendly because there's literally a starter deck that
gives you a lot of the pieces to it. Like you can buy the starter deck, and I think the only stuff you've got to go buy is Willows, Acoods, UTS, Jessie, and then just kind of
3 Jessies exactly.
Yeah, you got to go buy Jessies. But like you can build this deck from scratch. You can build this deck from scratch for like $50 or hell less than $50. It's not expensive.
I was gonna say. Yeah, it's like almost exactly that.
Now, if you are a newer player and you're getting into competitive, and your friends like to play this, do you know what beats up on toys? Sid. Shout out!
Really like this.
Shout out Humble for putting this together. Sid's toy box. This is all I need to say about Sid's toys. If Visionary Storm can win with this deck, you can too.
Brother.
This deck is also rotation proof. It absolutely shits on the other toy deck. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, and it's got the same line.
Sid
still
Phillips,
got the Woody Bullseye.
Yeah, you still got Woody Bullseye. This one's not playing Willows, so you can't go Willow into Jessie, but you don't care.
I don't think you really need it.
You've got Horseman to remove shit. You've got Sid to remove shit. Be Our Guest. Grab your. This deck is Babyhead, which is like the future of Ruby decks. To just draw, like that's your draw engine for this deck. It's so good.
Yep.
Babyhead and Woody draw you so many cards.
Well, actually, what's so cool about this deck is that you really have 2 draw engines.
You got Woody and Babyhead.
Okay, 3 actually.
What are you thinking?
Jessie.
I forget Jessie draws cards.
I know, right? That's crazy, right? Like literally, Jessie you have 3 draw engines because Jessie is the reverse of Babyhead. So Jessie weakens characters,
and Babyhead strengthens them. Jessie, like she can draw cards, but you're not wanting to turn her sideways very often. You're wanting to keep her upright and use her ability. You can turn her sideways.
When it's safe. You only quest when it's safe, but honestly, because of all the minus stuff,
it's safe a lot of the time, guys.
Yeah. Trust me, as someone that's quested with her many times.
But this deck is very strong against other toy decks. So if people are picking up the other deck and you want to counter it, this is the way to do it. This deck is also very good. It's got good removal with Horseman and Sid. I'm really, really liking Sid's toys. And like I said, Justin can win with it, so you can too.
Shout out real quick for this deck specifically. I would say like within the last few days, J-Bomb dropped a new Mulligan guide with Humble. He did an interview with Humble on this deck list. So if you're looking for a really big in-depth crash course on this deck, go watch that video.
Those guys are very knowledgeable. J-Bomb and Humble are very knowledgeable guys.
Yeah, J-Bomb's the GOAT with all of his Mulligan guides.
My first interaction with J-Bomb was him dressed as Bobby Zemaruski at the Ink Open for Faithful.
That's awesome, dude.
Talk to me, baby. The whole casting team dressed up as Goofy movie characters. It was great. It was fucking awesome.
Ravensburger.
That was a good experience.
Where's our cheese in the can item? I need that. I need the great power of cheese.
I just need Bobby Zemaruski stuff so Kimberly can freak out over the spray cheese kit again, because that's the best. But yeah, these have been a couple of deck lists to get you started for set champs. Just kind of give you an idea as a good place to start with a bunch of different color combos.
Yeah. I think especially the two toys decks, like I'll say this, the reason why I'm playing the toys decks a lot is because first off, I'm not going to Indie, so I'm not as hard prepping into Infinity. I love the format though.
You should come.
I will play Infinity just for the love of the game, brother.
You should come to Indy with a spot in my car. It's not too late.
I got a lot of PTO used up already. Unfortunately, sad. Anyway,
there's always PTO left to be used. I'm just saying. PTO is there to use.
Yeah, I'm already using it anyway. But what I wanted to say is the reason why I'm playing toys is to prepare for rotation. Both of these toys decks, rotation proof, and they're proven to be very, very strong. So yeah, I would say that some of the previous lists, like the Blurple deck, Baja,
they're losing stuff. They're losing stuff in a month.
They're losing stuff in a month.
If you don't already,
if you want to win, you're sweating and you want to win.
I want to win.
Toy Story, Woody set champs promos and playmat specifically. The previous list, I would say, are probably better. Like if you have the cards already, I probably recommend playing Blurple or something like that. But if you're newer, these two toys decks honestly have legs, and they can definitely like sneak in wins and beat even some of the top decks. Like they really can.
Yeah.
I've played them. They're both very, very strong, but I'm not gonna like ignore the fact that Blurple's kind of busted right now. It's probably tier 0 aside from Dogs. Like Dogs is like honestly, I think the best deck in the game. It's way too busted. It's got way too many tools. I can't ignore that. It would be disingenuous of me not to say that.
Real quick before we move on, because we're on a tight time limit. If you
are
looking to play Dogs and you just want to play around Blurple with all their ward bullshit, just play Lost in the Woods because it hasn't rotated yet, and you can give everything -2 strength and it ignores the ward, and then you can Under the Sea all their warded shit.
Except for Scuttle.
Play 2 of them, bitch. Fuck you. Just play 2 of them. Then you're in Scuttle range 2. Fuck off. But moving on from set champs, we have got another week of the UTL to look forward to.
Yeah, let's see what we got for week 4.
We have got Let's Get Dangerous against the Space Cheaters, co-captained by Paul and Charlie.
I should have known better, but it still caught me off guard.
We have got the Spooky Sites going against the Quality Quacks. We have got, in my opinion, the matchup of the week. Strange, but not very special versus Lore Club. This is going to be fucking cinema.
Honestly, week 4 is pretty stacked. I'm liking this week.
And then you've got the Top Deck T-Pose against LLC.
We can just say that this is just locals matching up here. Top Deck T-Pose and LLC. Week. That's just like locals playing at that point, right?
Strange but special. I want to just look at these matchups real quick. I got to play Camelama Jam. Sal's got to play Treadwell. Dominic's got to play Larry. Logan's got to play Megan, and Sam's got to play Becca. Strange but special. You guys are fucked.
Oh, he called y'all strange but special.
After this week, you're going to be very strange and not special at all. Because you're going down. Mitch, my boy. I love you with all my heart, but y'all are absolutely fucked. This, is there another matchup that you're more anticipating than this one? Like, honestly, Corwin? All this shit that I talk about Mitch and his bum-ass team.
Nah, this one's probably the most exciting one for me this week.
Although
I will say, Lorcana lost chapters against Top Deck T-Pose.
That's going to be good. That
one's
Top Deck T-Pose versus LOC, for my wrestling fans, that's going to be your work rate match. It's going to be your, the best played Lorcana, the most efficient. Strange but not special versus Lore Club is going to be your cinematic match. This is your Firefly Funhouse. This is your...
Facts.
This is going to be cinema. Mitch, and you're going down.
Who are you calling for the other two matchups? Who are you calling?
I'm gonna go Let's Get Dangerous because I don't want the Space Cheaters to win ever. And then I'm gonna go Quality Quacks because Josh is my boy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pick Top Deck.
After all that crap, you're like, nah, but he's still my boy.
Yeah, he's still my boy.
He's still my duck.
And then I'm going to pick Top Deck T-Pose because I think LFC can go on a losing streak. So I don't want to see him in the playoffs.
Okay. If I'm gonna make a call now. I'm gonna give it to the Goose. I'm gonna give it to Space Goose.
The Space Cheaters, yeah, you're in their fucking pocket. I know you orange shirt fuckers stick together. You bunch of fucking cheaters.
What do you mean? One of my best players in my team is literally on the other side.
Yeah, but I know Paul's got you in his fucking pocket.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, all right, actually, 2 of my best players. We got Nathan and Tiffany on the other side.
Nathan is the scariest motherfucker that wears an orange jersey, and it's not even close.
Okay.
Tiffany's in second. But Nathan is Nathan. I fear nobody. That man's scary.
Okay, Nathan, because also Nathan's so chill, right? Like he's like the guy like in an anime, like where he's like, oh, he's such a cool dude, right? And then like you like check his spiritual pressure, like you put on the scouter and check his power level, and it breaks the scouter.
Yeah,
you're like, oh my gosh, this super chill dude is like literally the best guy in the room. Like, what the heck? Like,
yeah. Nathan is built different.
Yeah, but like Tiffany, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just saying, but I think Space Goose is just a strong team overall.
Well, yeah,
I mean they both are, but the Space Goose,
they had to break the rules to become such a strong team. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. I can't root for collusion, not in my league.
I'm gonna give this a Space Goose. And then for Spooky Sites versus Quality Quacks.
Fucking shameful.
I'm going to give this to the Sites because, I mean, literally, like, Matt is, like, literally poaching and picking up all of the Unplugged family. Like,
You're not wrong.
Like that's crazy, bro.
You're not wrong. All right, who you got between
He's
strange but
literally
not who you got between strange but not special in Lore Club?
I mean,
say it, bitch.
I gotta give it to my boy up here. And Larry. I mean, come on.
That's what I thought.
Come on. But I love Mitch too. I mean, let's be real. I love that whole team. But I'm giving it to my boy up here. And then Top Deck T-Pose and Lorcana lost.
It's gonna be such a good match.
This is gonna be such a good one. I feel like this one's gonna be extremely close. It's gonna come down to the last game, probably.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna give it to T-Pose.
It's gonna be fun.
I think Hunter's been doing a really good job as a captain. Like, he's been doing a really good job. And as someone that, like, and I'm gonna like shout out a little bit real quick. Because I do see like all of the conversations going on within teams and stuff that are in the server. I'm gonna say this, like, Top Deck T-Pose is like doing really, really good.
Yeah. Agree. 100%.
And as much as I gotta give you guys this week against Strange Special, Strange but Special, like both T-Pose and Special have honestly done extremely well with their team communication and working together as teams.
Here's the deal. You will know whether Lore Club wins or not by whether I'm on the podcast next week or not. Because I don't know if I can show my face publicly if we lose to Mitch, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have Mitch up here instead.
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. But yeah, that is week 4 for the UTL. We are we're just about at the halfway point of the season. And yeah, we got some really, really good matchups coming this week. It is really going by fast.
But yeah, this is gonna be a really, really good week. Just a heads up, we had a bit of a hiccup the last week for videos, but we are planning to post feature matches.
Yeah,
soon.
We just gotta get time to get the commentary done.
Yeah,
I was sick last weekend, so I didn't get a chance to record any of it.
Yeah, but we are catching up on it because there were some really good games. And I feel like we're about to have some really good games this week.
Yup.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of catching up to do with week 2, week 3, because I'm gonna just say it now. Chris versus Camelama Jam, that is already locked in. We have to do that one. So already like dating the video a little bit here as far as like when we did the recordings. But we know who slept on the couch that night. All right. That was so good. And I know all the details like behind the scenes of that. Man, those two were like counter picking against each other like crazy. They were playing like 10D chess, like mind gaming each other because literally like they know each other that well.
Yeah.
It was so funny. That was probably the most fun as an admin I got to see. Was them playing chess without knowing it. They were both moving pawns around without even knowing it. It was so funny.
That's great.
Again, but that comes with the communication within teams and planning and how well that helps you perform at these league matches. So keep it up, guys. Y'all are doing great.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for us this time on the Be Prepared podcast.
All right. Yes, sir. If you enjoyed this podcast today, give a like, comment, all that good YouTube stuff.
Yeah, give us topics to talk about because we definitely, as we've shown the last 2 weeks, we definitely look at community feedback. We are very much a community-driven podcast. Me and Corwin are not very original. We are absolutely open to getting ideas from the community. So if there's stuff you want to hear, us yap about, if there's stuff you just want to hear me rage about, because I know you fuckers tune.
There are people that watch us for the.
I know there are people that watch me crash out about shit. If you want to, if there's a topic you'd like to hear us touch on, I have a decent amount of knowledge about a lot of different aspects of the game. Corwin does too. So yeah, if there's a topic you want to hear us touch on, please let us know.
Yeah, we're
we can take it into account.
We're here to help the community, like first and foremost. Like that is why we enjoy doing this, because we just like to hang out and chat all the time about Lorcana.
Yeah, exactly.
But we actually really want this to be focused on the Uninkables community, like North Carolina Lorcana players, and also just by happenstance also help people outside of even North Carolina. So if you're just watching this from Arizona or Illinois or Chicago, all these other places, California, great. I'm more than happy to help in any way I can with this podcast. So
absolutely,
if you watch this, just drop a comment and let us know what you may be struggling with, so maybe we can help you out as well. And with that, I'm gonna say,
hit the catchphrase.
This is my good friend Gio, and this has been the Be Prepared podcast, getting you prepared for your next game. We are signing off for tonight. Happy questing.